Guess what today is?
It's Fertilizer Friday, everyone, and it is a happy Fertilizer Friday.
It is.
Finally getting some good weather.
I know. But let's go back to say, when we say Fertilizer Friday, what does that mean?
People new viewers and subscribers are like, what are you talking about?
Can everybody that knows what it means just put fertilizer in the comments? Because
Fertilizer Friday!
Fertilizer Friday is simply a reminder of it's time to fertilize.
Yes.
Does it have to be
Why?
Friday?
Yeah, right. We're going to get into that. It doesn't have to be Friday. It can be Fertilizer Tuesday. Yay! Woo! Okay, so...
It's too early for most people for that.
All right, so go ahead. Fertilizer Friday. So getting into that habit. Can
Yes.
you talk about that a little bit, please?
Yeah, so we have our fertilizer, and what we found is a lot of people will say, oh yeah, I fertilize, and they might fertilize once or twice during the season.
Yeah.
And so Scott likes little rhyming things, so he came up with Fertilizer Friday, and it's on all of our t-shirts, it's all everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that you need to fertilize once a week. With our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer. Now,
Yeah.
if you're using another fertilizer, I feel bad for you. And
Sad face.
try our fertilizer. But our specific fertilizer, the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer, we recommend once a week on outdoor plants, once a month on indoor plants, but once a week on outdoor plants. So Fertilizer Friday is your reminder, just to keep that in your head, that you should fertilize once a week.
And then you know what happens? Nice stuff.
Look at this.
'Cause you're-
Aren't these absolutely gorgeous? Look at that color.
It's amazing what nutrients do for your flowers when they're being fed. And when people, I get the question, and you do too. When people are, they come in the greenhouse and they're like, I don't know, I just, my hanging baskets just don't look like yours do. Okay, well, let's step through this, okay?
And we talk about auditing yourself.
Yeah.
There's more things than just fertilizer. You have to have good soil. You have to water properly. You
good
have
care.
to fertilize.
Yeah, and it inevitably gets to, are you feeding your plants? And no. I'm like, did you eat? Because if you ate, your body got nutrients, and then you could function. So if you're not giving the flowers nutrients, guess what's not going to happen? They're not going to function. They're not going to grow big and look beautiful like these hanging baskets. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
These hanging baskets behind us, they're only about half size right now. If you can believe that. They're about half size. These
They're massive.
get massive. And you know why? Good genetics and good feed and good care. So
Yeah, and you have to have all of them together. You can't ignore the watering and then say, well, I fertilized once this year and expect to have the same results.
yeah, fertilizing, even with the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer, with a good quality greenhouse grade fertilizer, cannot overcome bad care, bad soil. If you're not doing the things that you need to,
Right.
then it's not you can't just water your plants once in a while and expect to be these miracles that happen, and that's not reality. So we always say good soil, good care, good fertilizer. Those three things will give you beautiful flowers.
So let's talk about the good care and the watering, because that has been a big question. We've had such cold weather, and we've had some rain going on, and that's going to become kind of a thing throughout the season.
Yeah,
If
it's a factor.
If it's your day to fertilize,
Yes. So
and
that rainy weather.
that rainy weather, and it's been raining, and we're talking the raining where it's actually that soaking in rain, because a lot of the rain will just shed right off of the leaves. But if it's that soaking rain, what do you fertilize on those days?
Yeah, so that's something that trips people up. We constantly get that I got to Fertilizer Friday, but it poured rain on Thursday, and
The basket doesn't
my
need
hanging basket's drenched. It's soaked. What do I do? Move it to the next appropriate time that would be good for fertilizer. Saturday, fertilizer Monday. It doesn't matter.
And
We're
you don't
trying
have to you don't have to shift it. If you
Yeah,
shift it 1 week, that doesn't mean you have
Yeah.
to give up which day you normally do it. It's okay. It's
the next appropriate time that you can feed your plants and flowers. That's what you want to do. What we're doing is we're building good habits. So if you missed out on a week because it rained and everything soaked, that's fine. We're talking about habits that we're building, and that's why we go back to the Fertilizer Friday. It builds habits of, I need to fertilize. It's Fertilizer Friday, Fertilizer Tuesday, or whatever that day is. We're building good habits. How do you build muscle? How do you lose weight? How do you do this? It starts with habits. It's not like, hey, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds this week. It doesn't work that way. So we're building good habits with that flower care and feeding those nutrients with good habits. And Fertilizer Friday is a great way for most of our customers to remember that. So if you have a rainy day or 2 days or week, just go to the next appropriate time where that plant has some time to dry down, and then you can get back into the habit of feeding about once a week.
Because you should not just fertilize if your basket is already drenched. You should not be like, well, it's Fertilizer Friday, I have to do it. It's not the way it works.
It's not going to do any good.
No, it's actually gonna hurt your basket.
Yeah.
With the overwatering rather than just waiting.
And with that rain, remember, especially with like super petunias, it's basically an umbrella. And you know that rain coming down, check the hanging basket. We don't guess, we check. We lift that hanging basket and see, is it sopping wet? Or a lot of times it'll catch you off guard, as it does to me. A big hanging basket like this, and it just rained maybe for a couple days or something. You go through, you lift that hanging basket, it's bone dry because the super petunias, that foliage and the flowers are so tight, it just sheds it right off like an umbrella. So that can catch you off guard. So don't guess, we check.
And a reminder, don't water until it comes out the bottom.
Yeah.
I hate to bring that in because that's a whole nother topic.
Yep.
But I've had a lot of people say, oh, I don't like petunias. I just struggle with plants. And my first question is, do you water till it comes out the bottom? And their answer is, yeah. I've been told to.
Yeah, that's
No.
bad.
Bad advice.
That's no good. Yeah, and you can fight us on it.
We'll
but here's
we'll
the
do
proof.
a whole thing on it next week.
Yeah, and you know, we have many videos on this, the proper watering. And some of you can say, yeah, but I live in Texas. You know, we have to water stuff like that. No, you don't. It'll be, you know, with the sun out, especially this next coming week, it'll be 120 to 130 plus degrees in our greenhouses. That's probably hotter than it is in your neighborhood. I still do not water this until it comes out.
You might have to water it numerous times.
I will have to, but I don't ever water this until it comes out the bottom because that's not correct. And again, going back to, I want good habits equal beautiful flowers. So, yeah.
And they are beautiful. Do you see this color?
That's gorgeous.
It kind of matches all the baskets.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So now, again, we have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel, and I have so many people commenting like, hey, do you have a video on dahlias? Do you have a video on begonias? Do you have a video on geranium care? Do you have a video on fertilizing? Yes, and yes. We have over 600 videos right now, and we're adding daily to that. The easiest way for you to find our videos, obviously, is on our YouTube channel. But you can just write in the search bar at YouTube if you want to know how to deadhead geraniums, Sharkeys, and hit enter. Using that search bar is the easiest way to locate those exact videos on that exact topic that you're looking for. Fertilizing, hose and sprayer, using a hose and sprayer with our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer. It's a fantastic way. It makes it so much easier if you have a lot of plants and flowers, and we have many videos just on that topic. You can type in hose and sprayer, Sharkeys, and all of those videos will come up and will tell you exactly how to use our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer with a hose and sprayer.
So let's step back just a minute because we have a lot of new followers. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is Beat Your Neighbor? They're going to say, what fertilizer do you use? Because we get asked that a lot.
Here it is.
And it's Scott made the fertilizer. You started with your dad's recipe and then you tweaked it to your own.
Yep.
And we started selling it, 10 years ago?
It's been, it's been over 10 years now.
10 years?
That this has been on the market, on the market, shipping.
Right. And so exclusively we use our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer. And we have retailers across the United States. One of them is one over in Peshtigo.
Yeah, so we want to highlight those retailers, and that is Charapata Seed Sales over in Peshtigo, Wisconsin. They are a retailer of our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer.
So you can walk in there,
Buy this
grab some fertilizer.
right off their shelf.
If you aren't in that area or in our area, then you can go on the beatyourneighbor.com and there is a button that says retailer locator map. And you can press that, and across the United States, I think there's 120.
We're at 125. We have more
Yeah.
retailers contact us last night
Yep.
and this morning, so there'll be more that we'll be adding to that daily.
Yes.
That's
and
exciting.
please go in, say hi to them, support their page, support their business. If you can't, and there's not one around you, then go ahead and order right online. We can ship to 48 states.
Yeah. So,
The fun of it.
yeah. So, and there's a lot more information at the beatyourneighbor.com website.
There is.
If you have questions, we have all those questions. You have questions about our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer. We have a FAQ, frequently asked questions. We have a
Thank you.
Yes, FAQ means frequently asked questions. Those are there at our beatyourneighbor.com website. We have all that info, everything you need to know, where it is, what it is. It's all there at our beatyourneighbor.com website. Plus, hundreds of blog articles.
There is.
So on care, on Amy has cooking recipes. We have a lot of great things at our
We've
beatyourneighbor.com.
kind of turned our YouTube channel into more of a home and garden. So
Yeah.
sometimes you'll go on vacation with us,
Yeah.
cooking,
Lots of cooking videos.
lots
in
of
that
gardening.
off-season. Yeah.
Yes.
So like I was just talking about at their YouTube channel, if you have, a specific topic, there's a lot of recipes. You can type in Salisbury steak, Sharkey's. Guess
So
what's
good.
going to come up? Amy's recipes. So
good.
There are a lot of recipes and a lot of great food at our YouTube channel of yours truly here, Miss Amy, making some bussin' food that's awesome. So, all right, off with our
that,
day. Yeah.
It is Memorial Weekend, which is a huge weekend in the floral industry.
Yep.
The greenhouses, everybody's starting to plant, even up where it's cold by us. Typically,
This is
Memorial Weekend is the weekend people start.
It's go time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely go time for us, and it's been crazy busy, and this weekend will be no exception.
It's always getting towards the end of the season when we start stacking benches.
Yeah, which we're already it's like we went through Mother's Day, and all of a sudden there's I don't know how many hanging baskets we sold, but all of a sudden there's a lot of daylight in the greenhouses. So
Thank goodness, because we need it.
Yeah, we needed some space. But anyway, so off to work, and we hope you have a great, fantastic Fertilizer Friday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.